So here are the Oxford hot grips, guys. Now this was a gift to me, given to me by my girlfriend when I reached 5k, and it's an awesome gift really, isn't it? As you know, I've been trying out all sorts of gloves, heated gloves, just normal winter gloves, etc, etc, and none of them quite do it for me. So this is the answer. And I have to say, my girlfriend is awesome because she buys me bike parts, which is amazing. So what I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm going to be looking in the box, see what's in there, see what you get, see what it does, and then also installing it on my bike and telling you how to do it. There it is out of the box. It's very nicely packed into its own little plastic casing in here. You also get a little user manual as well to help you fit it to your bike. So here we go, you've got the grips. So there, it smells lovely and rubbery. And also we have the wiring that goes to your battery. And they also provide some glue. I'm not going to use this glue because I imagine it's quite thick. I've got some spray adhesive, but I also hear you can use hairspray as well. Also, that's the mount for the controller. But that's everything that you get in the box, boys and girls. And I will put a little link down below my description box to the cheapest Oxford grips you can find on Amazon. I really do like the look of these Oxford grips though. Everything seems really well made. It doesn't seem like they're just throwing a load of wiring together and just taped it up. It's all well insulated, so hopefully it should last quite a long time. Oh, and also you get some little cable ties in there as well. I'm not too sure what that adhesive strip is for yet, but I'll soon find out. But yeah, even the grips themselves, this feels like a proper grip, not the grips that I've got on my bike which feel nasty and plastic. This feels like good rubber. But anyway, boys and girls, let's get on with the install. Okay, so first of all, what you'll need to do is you'll need to start to take off the original grips off your bike. And then once you've moved over to the other side and taken that one off as well, you can then use a Stanley. But before you start cutting into your grips, please be careful because I made a mistake of cutting into my accelerator tube and I have now damaged it, so please be careful. So depending on what sort of bike you have, you might have this plastic tube and you might not. So make sure that you check what sort of accelerator tube you have on before you start cutting into it with a Stanley. Now before you put your new grips on, make sure that you spray your handlebar with a little bit of adhesive or even with the glue provided. Once you've done that, have a play around with the grip, make sure it's set right and make sure you have plenty of play in the accelerator. Then once you've got that sorted, make sure you cut off any excess grip on the handlebar and then tighten it up. Once you've done the accelerator, just continue to do the same on the other side. Once you've got all that set up, what you need to do then is mount the control bracket onto the handlebars. The brackets will be provided, all the bolts will be provided as well as the screws, and it is fairly simple to fit on, if not a little bit fiddly. But as you can see, you have 4 screws in the bottom and also 2 bolts holding it onto the handlebars. Then once I did that, I just bent the metal bracket down just a little bit so that I had better control of the control unit. Then what you need to do then, depending on what sort of bike you've got, you need to take the fairings off just so that you can feed the wires through to your battery. It is a pretty simple setup, it's plug and play. All you do is plug in the connectors. Everything has labels, so you don't need to worry about that. Once you've got that set up and you have a place to feed your wire through, you then need to start to tie it up with the zip ties provided.
your wires in place, what you need to do then is plug it into the connector that goes to your battery, and then start to feed your wires that go to the battery through to the back of your bike. And then simply disconnect your battery leads and connect the wires to the battery leads and plug back in and screw back up. It is as simple as that. After you've connected it all back up, make sure that you give it a quick test to make sure that it's working properly before you start putting the fairings on. Once you've figured out how it works and also got it started up, go through all the settings just to make sure that they are all working. Give it a little bit of a run through the bike and then just check if both of the handlebars are working correctly. And that is it, boys and girls. It is as simple as that. It's a very, very, very easy installation, and it really doesn't take much to do. Once you've done all that, make sure you tidy it all up, and then you are ready for warm hands for the winter weather. If you've liked this video, please like this video. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't yet smashed that bell button yet, please give that button a good old tap, because it'll notify you if you have any more videos coming up in the future, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!